Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time we're going to make some of these dinner rolls, sometimes called dinner rolls, sometimes called milk bread. A few different names for them, but it's a beautiful fluffy sort of bread dough mixture, and these are absolutely delicious and very simple to make. We have all of the ingredients over here. I'm going to run through that, tell you exactly what we've got and how much all of that costs. Now, to begin with, we have 120 ml of warmed milk. The milk is slightly warmed here, not boiled or anything like that, just slightly warmed. And that's going to cost us 8 pence. We have a teaspoon of dried yeast, which is about 8 pence. We have 10 grams of sugar at 4 pence. We have 1 egg at 13 pence. We have 30 grams of butter at 25 pence. We have a pinch of salt. And we have 200 grams of flour at 10 pence. The total cost of this recipe is 68 pence. And I'm saying we're going to possibly get about 8, maybe 9, just small buns out of that, making those 8 pence each. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is put the milk into the bowl. And as I say, that is 120 milliliters of slightly warmed milk. And to that, I'm going to add this dried yeast. And we want 1 teaspoon of that for this recipe. This recipe, as I say, you can easily double this up and make more of these if you wish. But I'm just going to make this small amount for now. And that will be... Right, so on half of the sugar in there, that's about 5 grams of it. And then we just want to whisk all this together, get the yeast and everything well incorporated into that nice warm milk. And then we're going to set this aside just for about 5 minutes, let that yeast activate, and then on to the next stage of this. Okay, that's had about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that, and we are ready to put the rest of the material in here. So we're going to start off with the rest of the sugar. That's another 5 grams of sugar. We're going to put the egg in there. There it is. We've got this softened butter. Now I'm just going to pull that apart and get it into the bowl. Very good. Right, that's all of the butter in there. Now to that in goes 200 grams of flour. Now what I'm using here, this is a strong bread flour, and with that I'm just going to put a pinch of salt in. Now we need to bring all this together with the spoon. And then once we've got this together, we'll get the rest of it up with the hands, and then we will start kneading this. This will want kneading for about 10 minutes. And we just want to make sure that everything is well incorporated into that dough. The kneading process is going to help spread that butter around in the dough, and that's all going to be good. Now that does look fairly wet and sticky, but that's okay. Right, so we also want a good bit of flour on the board. That's it there. And now we can turn this out and start kneading it. As I say, this is quite a sticky dough to begin with. As we continue to knead it, it will become less sticky. And we're going to do this until we have a nice smooth dough. And as I say, that's going to take about 10 minutes of kneading. Just this process, you know, stretch it out, pull it back. And of course, as ever, you could do this with a stand mixer with a dough hook on, if you have one. I don't really use one myself, so I'm just going to do this by hand. Okay, that has had 10 minutes of kneading. Much less sticky, much more firm. Okay, now I'm going to stick this in a bowl and let it prove for a while. Okay, so we've got my dough ready. I'm just going to put a drizzle of oil, just that much will do, in the bottom of this bowl. Then we're going to take the dough, cover the bottom of it with the oil, then flip it over like that. Looking good. And we need a tea towel. I've got one here. Now I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to leave it for about an hour, maybe an hour and a bit. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I want it to double in size, and it'll go nice and fluffy. So I'm going to stand it on the worktop over here, because I do in fact have the hob on today. And the reason for that is it's really cold in the kitchen. So we've got the hob on, heating it up a little bit, and that'll do great for our dough over there. So we'll let that rise and we'll come back when it's done. Okay, here we are about an hour later, and that appears to have doubled in size. That's looking good. We're going to get that back out of the bowl and we're going to knock the air out of it. Again, this is not really another kneading. We just want to get any of those trapped gases from the fermentation process out of the dough. And I'm saying that is sufficient there. Right, now I've changed my mind about the 8 of these. I think I'm going to get 6. So what I'm going to do is make a cut there. Cut this into thirds first. Cut there. And a cut there. That's Isla is in the kitchen again today, helping me make these beautiful buns. So we're cutting that into 6. That's good. And what we want to do is just roll that up. We can do it this way. We can just pull it in on itself, like so. Then it's rounded like that and like that. Now continue that for all of these. More or less the same size. It's the same more or less. Doesn't matter that much. Now we want to get them in this tin. They are going to rise a little more. So they've got a little bit of air that way, but they will indeed join, I would think, as they prove for their second proving. Right, that's it, looking good. Now, it's a second proving for these, so I'm going to cover them up again, and I'm going to give them another 45 minutes to an hour. We'll come back and see what they're like, and then they should be ready for the oven. Okay, and about 1 hour later, they're looking good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top. There's a couple of ways you can go with this. You could put melted butter on. You could do a little egg wash. You could put a pan of water in the bottom of the oven to make them more crusty. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle a little flour on top, and they will be beautiful and ready for the oven. I've got the sieve. I'll just put a tiny little bit of flour on each. Look at them. They look beautiful already, don't they? That's going to be like proper, you know, bakery buns. They're going to be absolutely spot on. Right, that's enough of that. The oven in the background is whirring away. I think I've got that at about 170 degrees. So these are going to go in there for somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. I'm vague because my oven isn't actually heating as it should right now. But that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put them in the oven 15 to 20 minutes. I'm obviously going to keep an eye on them, and as soon as they start to brown on top and swell a little more, they will be ready to go. Look at them. They've had about 17 minutes in the oven and they look absolutely beautiful. They've risen marvellously, nice and crisp on top. That nice hollow sound that you get from fresh bread, and oh, nothing better, nothing better. I'm going to let them cool and I'm going to take one out, tear it into it, get some butter on it, and I'll tell you how it tastes. Alright, these have cooled down a little at this point, but look at that, look at the texture of this. This is absolutely beautiful. Milk bun or dinner roll or whatever. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to get some butter on the texture inside there. That's really nice springy bread. Marvellous. Right, all I've put on here is some butter. Oh, no, that is superb. Like all bread recipes, it's very much a stop-start activity. But it is worth it. Look at the texture of this bread. That's absolutely marvellous. Now, this type of bread will last a little longer than normal bread. Just a straightforward bread recipe with the addition of the milk and the egg. These will indeed last a few days. But again, I've only made a small quantity here. You could make more, obviously. You could double that recipe up and make a dozen of them. But here I got 6. I said at the beginning that I thought I might get 8 of them. I've gone for 6. So that makes them about 11 pence each. And they are absolutely fantastic. So there it is, another very simple recipe. Really inexpensive. Half a dozen bread buns for 68 pence. Very good. I highly recommend these. Do give these a go. They smell beautiful, the texture is beautiful, and the taste is beautiful. So all good. So if you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more recipes like this, very simple to do, very inexpensive and always delicious, please do consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, I thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to polish off the rest of this beautiful fresh bread bun.